Yeah. Amen. Bless her, Jesus.
Amen.
Lord, bless her, Jesus.
This morning, had a good time. We're back and just praying and seek the Lord and just laying there in bed. I was asking God. I thought, God, I told Mike already. I said, I feel like this is, it's for you. I said, God didn't really speak to me anything in particular, anything for this weekend, and I was just praying, asking God just to help do His will. And
bless her, Jesus.
Bless her, Lord.
Come to my spirit and say something of visitation.
Hallelujah.
And I don't really
Lord, bless
contain
her,
the
Lord, bless
fullness
her,
of it, but I
Jesus.
just feel like God's telling us there's a visitation.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Bless her, Lord, bless her, Jesus.
Sometimes we come to church and we come and we kind of get a routine.
Amen. Bless her.
Come on, bless her, Lord.
Amen. Bless her, Lord.
One night, just let it not be a routine. Let
Amen.
Come
on, brother.
I just felt that, I was thinking with Abraham, his name was Abram.
Yes.
And
Amen.
Sarah, her name was Sarah.
Yeah.
And their name, they did not get changed till God visited them.
Amen.
Come on,
Think about your own life, you didn't get changed till God
right.
visited you.
Amen. That's right. Bless her, Lord.
Every time He comes and visits me, Amen. Every time there is a big change.
Amen. Bless her, Lord.
This weekend, pray and ask God, let this be my
Amen.
visitation.
Amen.
Come on. Bless her, Lord.
And I just feel like sharing it with you. This church has always helped and
Yes,
helped
Jesus.
over there in the ministry of Haiti. And I know a lot of times you guys don't hear what's going on over there as much anymore, but since Brother Shelville passed away, but our son-in-law actually took over the work with Brother Hamilton. Brother Hamilton's getting hard for him to go over there, due to age and stuff. And
Yes.
so God's really been moving with him. Actually, our son-in-law and my grandson's over there right now. They'll be flying back home tomorrow because they're supposed to start rioting again on Monday. So they're trying to get out of there before it gets too bad. But, I think there's like 24 kids now in the orphanage. We've got some that we usually keep 20 to 24, and as they grow up, they they send them to school, they send them to do a trade so that they can go into the community and actually not just be, poor. They can know something to do. And
Amen.
so, I guess it's been about 4 years ago, God allowed them to buy some property over there, and it's outside of near Bali where the main orphanage is. And they were able to slowly, they built a wall.
Oh, yes.
They built what they call the mission house so that when people go, they'll have a place to stay.
Yes.
And now they've got the girls part of the orphanage and the kitchen done. They build on a boys' part, because right now the girls and the boys both will be in the same dormitories.
Lord
And
Jesus.
so we're at the point, they were actually going to move them over in April. I think it was April. But then all the rioting started, so they weren't able to go. They had to cancel all the plans. But they're back at, trying to get them ready to move. And if y'all will help us pray, because come the last 2 weeks of July, they plan on moving from the place they're at now to the one that's actually God's paid for.
Amen.
So now they have to pay like $6,000 American money just where they're at. And, and that's a lot of money over there. That's a lot of money here.
Amen.
Yes.
But over there, it would be like probably almost $100,000 a month if you kind of put it in American money. But so when they move, it's going to open up more doors for them to use that money to help more kids. And our son-in-law, he has a big vision. He has a big vision. He wants to house a whole lot more than 20 kids in that orphanage where we're going. And I forgot how many acres, but 17 acres of ground. There's lots of room for growth. They have their own well, good water that we can even drink as Americans. They're going to have solar systems, so he's going to teach them how to plant crops, how to pretty much kind of be self-sufficient in a lot of ways. It's going to help them help others and bring them in. But I just felt to share that with you today because we really need y'all to be praying. We really need to move those kids. The last time there was a rioting over there, they had to shut themselves up in, and it was scary because people were shooting and fighting and doing all kinds of stuff just right outside their gates, killing people. And people they almost didn't run out of food and water because it was so bad they couldn't even get out to go get help. So God, I moving.
Amen.
And you know, so I'm really thankful for that.
God bless you.
We'll be
Bless
back
her,
home
Jesus.
tomorrow and then be leaving back out in just a few weeks. And this time all of them are going. So pray for me as a mama, as a nana. I'm worried. I'm all four of them. You know, 4 grandkids and my son and daughter-in-law. And my son-in-law, and my daughter, all will be there. And I'm like, okay, Lord, you got to protect them. It's all But you know, I'm thankful for what God does.
Amen.
I'm thankful for His blessings. When we can't see hope, He gives us hope.
Amen.
When we can't see a possibility, He opens
Amen.
it.
Yes.
And He's coming to bring something that's going to give us back our hope, give us back our joy. Because so many
Amen.
Christians have lost the joy.
Lost the joy.
Bless the Lord.
That's what God put us here to do.
Amen. Bless
So
the
I'm
Lord.
just thankful to be with you, and I'm going to turn it back over to Brother.
Amen. Bless the Lord.
He deserves the praise.
Amen.
He deserves the praise. He's the one that's lifted us up. He's a miracle working God.
Come on.
He never ceases to amaze me.
Come on.
Through all this change that we had in Haiti,
Come on.
like she said, my son-in-law has a big vision, and God blessed him in the
Come on.
business that he's in
Amen.
to make everything prosper in Haiti. And the people that works for him, God's given them the same vision. And it started out in a building about right here in this area right here, this size right here. I worked with it about 9 years, and I began to see the business grow, and I began to see that his mind was upon the mission field. His mind was upon the poor.
Amen.
And the more money he made, you know, I thought, well, a lot of people like this, the money they make, they let it go to their head.
Amen.
Yeah.
They buy these big things and
Yeah.
all, you know, spend
Come
it
on.
on this.
Amen. That's right.
But they don't spend it on the kingdom of God.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of testimony before I get to going how God's worked for my family.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
Thank you, Lord.
Lord bless him, Jesus.
Come
He
on.
now has 4 businesses, 6 businesses that manufactures metal roofing, commercial roofing, and some other type of roofing.
Come on.
He's got one in Cleveland, one in Chattanooga. He's got one in Asheville, North Carolina. Just opened another one in Charlotte. And got one in Greenville. Not only that, he has one that is a nation. It's open anywhere in the world. He can deliver
Come
metal
on.
Amen.
Come
and
on.
other products. And it's all because of Jesus. The Lord sending people to help that he can be in the mission field helping the poor. He give them responsible people to work for him.
Come on.
Amen.
Christian people.
Come on.
Mission-minded people.
Come on.
Let me tell you, God, when he begins to work, he does it right. He don't do it halfway, Brother Hawkins. He does it right.
Hallelujah. Bless him, Jesus.
In the midst of all this change, I'll get to the word here in a minute, but it began to blow my mind how God did. There's all kinds of different orphanage in Haiti.
Come on.
Come on.
And that could adopt and stuff like that. And they've done it illegally. And there's still some that does it illegally. Well, we put it on the prayer list.
Come on.
And we all begin to pray. And now there's only 3 in that country. You know what?
Amen.
Our orphanage is one of them. Our orphanage is one of them. You know, it ain't because of men, but it's because of people.
Come
The
on.
prayer warriors got on their knees and they began to obey God.
Oh, my God. Come on, brother.
Not ashamed to lift their voices. for God.
Amen.
Not ashamed.
And we begin to see that vision. That vision that God gives us. And we don't waste it.
No.
We begin to go forth and do what God tells us to do.
Amen.
And not what man tells us to do.
Amen.
We'll be used by God.
Amen.
We'll be used by God. my wife didn't know what I was reading about today and studying about, and God speaks to us
Amen.
in some odd ways. He really speaks to us. And
Yes, he does, brother.
I thank God for the vision that I have right now.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
My vision is to see more souls saved.
Oh,
Amen.
hallelujah.
Yes.
See the lame walk again.
Come on.
Amen.
See the blinded eyes open.
Amen.
See the backsliders come in.
Amen.
Thank you,
Come
Lord.
on, brother. Come on.
And most of all, see the church get their eyes back on Jesus.
Amen.
We've
Amen.
lost the
Lord.
focus. We've lost the vision.
Amen. Bless the Lord.
My God, we've lost their first love.
Amen, brother.
You look
Come on.
around in these churches today and you begin to see
Come on, brother.
the entertaining spirit that's took over the church.
Amen.
Yes, it has. Come on, brother.
Amen.
They don't have the old time singing like we did here tonight.
No.
Come
The
on.
old time religion.
Come
Amen.
on.
That's
The Holy
right.
Ghost Holy Rollers.
Amen. Bless the Lord.
They're afraid.
Amen.
They're afraid to get up there and say, hey, my friend thinks I'm crazy.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
What are they going to say to them others when I go back to school? What are they going to say to the others when I go back to work?
Come on.
Bless the
Amen.
Lord.
People got up there and shake their head and hair fell, bobby pins went everywhere.
Uh-huh.
You don't
Amen.
see that no more.
Amen. That's right. Amen.
Come on.
You see an entertaining spirit in the church.
Amen. That's
Yes,
right.
They've
Amen.
lost their vision.
Come on.
Amen.
You begin to look around and see a lot of these, even the UPC, I mean a lot of the churches. My wife's uncle, he talks to me quite a bit about things that's going on in the big Church of God, where the main headquarters is in Cleveland, Tennessee. He said it broke his heart.
Uh-huh.
He said, I come in one Sunday, they had lights, dimmed everything down in the sanctuary and had the lights pointing on the, he said, he didn't say singers, he said the entertainers.
Uh-huh.
Come
And
on.
I said, yes, dear. And I said, the world is got in the church. The
Amen.
world is got in the church. And the
Amen.
entertaining spirit
Oh,
has
yeah.
got a hold of them.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
Yes, it
And
has.
they do this because they know they can get bigger crowds.
Yes.
They do
Amen.
this because they know they can get more money.
Yeah.
They do
Amen.
this because they know they can have finer homes.
Amen. That's right. Bless him, Lord. Amen. Bless him,
Bless
Jesus.
the Lord.
They don't think about the poor.
No.
Come on, brother.
They don't think about going down here in the street and have a street meeting.
No. Come on. brother. Come on.
Amen.
Let me tell you,
Come on.
if God was here, He wouldn't be in these four walls.
Amen. That's right. Amen. Yeah. Amen. Bless him, Lord.
You
Yes.
know the Word of God tells you.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah. Amen. Bless him, Lord. Glory. Hallelujah. Yeah. Bless him, Lord.
Come on.
Bless him, Jesus.
Come on.
Come on, brother.
We
Amen.
go through
Bless
so
him,
many
Lord.
things. Let me tell you,
Come on.
just a little bit what I've went through in the past year.
Come
Come
on,
on.
brother.
In the past 2 years, the devil's tried to destroy me.
Come on,
Lord
brother.
bless him,
Come on.
Jesus.
I had a stroke.
Come on.
I was supposed to be going to church, and I told my wife and some people was living with us. I said, y'all go on, y'all pray for me, I'll try to come on. And my headache just kept getting worse. And
Come on.
before she got to church, I called her, so you got to turn around and come back. My speech was getting slurred and everything.
Come on.
Come on, brother.
I had a stroke.
Come on.
Lord bless him, Jesus.
But let me tell you, God worked. I don't have no slurred speech.
Amen.
Before I even got
Glory.
to my speech
Glory.
was slurred.
Hallelujah.
Before I got out of the hospital, I did not have to have no therapy.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
They didn't have to help me
Glory.
walk up and down the aisle.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, bless
The
him,
devil's
Lord.
a liar, Church.
Yeah, amen.
Pastor said
Yeah,
that.
glory.
We're not going to give him no glory.
Amen. That's right. Bless
We're
him,
not
Lord.
going to lift him up tonight.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
Come on.
And then on top of that, here recently somehow I blew 5 ribs out.
Come on.
Lord bless
And
him,
man, that's
Jesus.
miserable. That's the worst thing I ever had in my life.
Uh-huh. Come on,
Come
brother.
on, brother.
Bless him, Jesus.
Know what it is.
And then on top of that, I don't know how I did it, but I messed my right eye up.
Uh-huh.
Lord bless him,
Come on.
Jesus.
Come on.
And they're calling, well, if you ain't better in 3 weeks, you're going to have surgery.
Come on.
You know what I did? I got on my knees.
Amen.
I don't need it.
Amen.
I called the pastor to tell him.
Come on.
on.
to call for the elders, call for the prayer warriors.
Come on.
Amen.
I've got to get in touch with
Yeah,
Jesus.
amen.
I've got to have a miracle.
Yeah, amen. Bless you, Lord.
Hallelujah.
Glory, hallelujah. Bless you, Lord.
That scared me sitting there on the couch and little old flickers of lights in my eye, and I was like, what in the world?
Come on.
I asked my daughter, I said, my granddaughter, I said, you see them lights? And she kind of snickered. She said, Paps, I don't see them lights.
Come on.
And then I told my wife, I called the doctor the next morning, and they said, you need to get her now.
Come on.
And they said, you tore your retina loose.
Uh-huh.
Well, they took the pictures that day,
Come on.
and they told me not to do no straining for about 3 weeks.
Come on, brother.
To
Lord,
take it
bless you,
easy.
Lord.
I wore a patch over my
Bless you,
eye, did
Lord.
what the doctor said. But most of all, I give it over to Jesus.
Amen.
I went back Thursday, was
Come
the
on.
3rd week. They took pictures of it again.
Amen. Bless you,
They
Lord.
said they seen no tires. Just a freckle. He said in 6 months we'll look at that freckle. I told her, I said, that freckle ain't gonna be there.
No. Come on.
Amen.
Come on,
Let
brother.
me tell you,
Amen.
I'll put it in
Bless
the
you, Lord.
hands of Jesus.
Amen.
There's nothing impossible.
Amen. That's right. Bless you,
There's
Lord.
nothing impossible for my Jesus.
Amen. Bless you, Lord. Glory.
Hallelujah, brother.
Bless you, Lord.
There's so many times
Come on,
the
brother.
devil throws these things at us.
Amen.
But you know what? We blame it on him too much.
Amen.
We put it on our own self.
Come on.
We stress ourselves out
Amen.
because we want this and that.
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Come on,
We
brother.
want more in this world.
Come on,
Lord,
brother.
bless him, Jesus. Bless him, Lord.
My Lord, brother, if we put more effort in serving Jesus and praying
Come
than
on,
the
brother.
effort we do for working and pressing toward the things of this
Amen.
world,
Bless you,
knowing
Lord.
that we're not going to take
Glory.
it
Hallelujah. Bless you,
and
Lord.
it's going to run us and
Yeah,
decay us,
amen.
knowing
Bless him,
that
Jesus.
when we go on, when we
Glory.
go on,
Hallelujah. Bless you,
we
Lord.
can't take it with us.
Amen. That's right. Bless him,
You
Lord.
can't.
Come on, brother.
We let our own family pull us down.
Amen.
The people
Amen.
all around us, it seems like
That's right.
when this family's going through it, another family's going through it.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
I made up my mind. I'm going to leave it in Jesus' hands.
Amen.
Amen.
I'm going to turn it over to Him.
Yeah. Amen. Bless him. Bless him, Lord.
It's like my wife did. She said, I'm going to church and taking my kids if my husband don't go. The 10 years I was out playing in the honky tonks and singing,
Come on,
Come on,
brother.
brother.
she kept going to church.
Amen.
She didn't give up on me. She
Jesus.
Come on.
Amen.
didn't give up
That's
on Jesus. I know many a
Amen.
times she wanted to give up on me.
right. Lord, bless
As
him.
many a times I know of people in the church that He's never
Glory.
coming
Hallelujah.
back.
Bless him, Lord.
He's no good.
Come on,
Uh-huh.
brother.
Come on.
We had this one preacher told her that y'all's marriage will never work out.
Come on.
Uh-huh. Come on, brother.
Let me tell you, it's going on 39 years.
Amen. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Let me tell you something, young people. The devil will paint you a pretty picture.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
will.
will.
And it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
bigger and bigger.
Yes, he
Amen.
will.
I started out playing music in church. And I love playing music. I love it. I love getting around having praise and worship.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
But I want it to be about Jesus.
Amen.
You know, I began to listen to a little bit of things, you know, rock and roll, you know, and little country, and the people around me say, oh, that's all right. You'll be all right.
Come
Uh-huh.
on.
It's like some of them is once saved, always saved.
Come
Amen.
on.
I believe that.
Come on, brother.
I began to listen to the radio. I began to play music with that radio, and something started pulling at my heart.
Amen.
It was darkness.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on,
It
brother.
was darkness.
Come on, brother.
And it kept leading to other things.
Amen.
Come on.
Bless him,
Amen.
It led to smoking cigarettes.
Amen.
Come on.
Then it led to smoking pot.
Come
Yeah.
on.
It led to doing cocaine.
Come on.
Then
Come on,
it
brother.
led to making crack cocaine and selling it.
Uh-huh.
And it kept on and kept on and kept on.
Uh-huh.
Come on, brother.
It's unreal what the devil will pull you down in.
Amen. That's right.
If you
Amen.
listen to his voice,
Yeah.
Amen.
he'll try to destroy you.
Yes,
Yeah.
he will.
He'll try
Amen.
to destroy you.
Yes, he
Yes.
will.
He cannot destroy you
No, he
if the
can't.
hand of God is upon you.
Amen. Bless
He
you,
cannot
Lord.
take control
Yeah, glory.
of the body of God. The people of
Glory.
God.
Hallelujah.
He cannot destroy it.
Come on, brother.
Amen.
No
Bless you,
matter how
Lord.
hard it it seems when I was out in the world, I thought I would never get back in church.
Amen.
Brother Tracy, I thought I then went off the deep end.
Come on.
Lord bless you, Lord bless you.
And I thought God turned me over to a reprobated mind.
Come
Bless
on.
you, Lord.
Come on, brother.
I was so miserable because I felt the prayers from the Christians.
Amen. Bless you,
I
Lord.
felt
Bless
the prayers
you,
from my
Jesus.
grandma.
Yeah.
I felt the
Glory,
prayers from my
hallelujah.
wife
Yeah.
and my mom and
Yes.
dad and the
Yes,
preachers in the
Lord.
church.
Glory, hallelujah.
Glory.
Yes.
You know, in times they would come
Bless you,
around
Lord.
Come on.
and they would talk to me.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Ulama.
And
See.
sometimes some of them would kind of try to force it down me.
Come on.
Let me tell you, don't do that to them.
Amen.
No.
That's right.
Pray for them. You know what it
Amen.
did to me? It pushed me further out.
Yes, it will.
Yes,
It pushed me further out.
Yes, it will.
But when they began to pray for me,
Come on,
I
brother.
felt something.
Uh-huh.
Like I told you time and time again that here several times.
Uh-huh.
There in that bar room in Chattanooga one night, God locked my fingers up on my guitar and He spoke to me. He said, Mike, you're wasting my talent.
Come on.
Not my sharp's talent. He said, you're wasting my talent
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Come on.
that I give to you.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that put the fear of God back in me, and I thank God that I'm still
Yes.
serving.
Yes.
Almost 30 years ago,
Amen.
God turned my life around.
Glory, hallelujah. Bless you, Lord.
We're turning back around.
Amen.
All the money, all the riches.
Yeah, glory, hallelujah. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Come on. Come on.
Amen, brother.
Glory,
Come on.
hallelujah.
You know, God, when He began to speak
Come on.
to Ezekiel,
Come
Come
on.
on.
Ezekiel thought, man,
Come on,
He
brother.
wants me to prophesy to some dry, dead bones.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
I'm getting on my word now.
Come on. Come
Bless
on.
you, Lord.
Come
Amen.
on.
I've got my backer behind me.
Come on.
That's
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Come on.
Glory,
Chapter
hallelujah.
37, Ezekiel.
Come on.
It said the hand of the Lord was up on me
Upon me.
Yes.
and carried me out
Out.
into the Spirit of the Lord.
Dear Lord.
How many times have you got carried out
Come on.
into the Spirit of the Lord lately?
Come on, brother.
How many
Come on.
times have you let Jesus take control of you lately?
Come on.
Amen.
Huh?
Bless you, Lord.
Now listen to me. How many times have you let the spirit of the world take a hold of you lately?
Come on, brother.
How many times have you let it consume your life lately?
Come on.
Consume your prayer life.
Come on.
Consume, read the Word of God.
Come on, brother.
Yeah, amen. Bless you,
Come on,
Jesus.
brother. You're right.
Consume you from other things.
Yeah, come on.
Other than doing like the Word says, I want to be caught doing the will of the Father. Even the will of the Father.
Bless you, Lord.
Come on, brother. Come on.
I want to be caught, Brother Hoppy,
Come on.
out in the highways and the hedges.
Come on, brother.
The Spirit of the Lord and sent me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Come on, brother.
And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many
Many.
in the open valley.
Come on.
Woo, glory.
Amen. Bless you,
Lord.
Lord.
Glory.
They were very dry.
Very dry.
Amen.
Now listen to this.
Come
Thank
on.
you, Lord.
And Jesus said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Can these bones
Come
live?
on.
And I answered, O Lord, thou knowest.
Thou knowest.
Thou knowest.
Thou knowest.
And again he said unto me, prophesy.
Prophesy.
Amen.
Can you imagine what Ezekiel's thinking right now?
Amen.
Prophesy.
Prophesy.
What's hitting his mind right now?
Come on.
I'd be shaking in my shoes.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
Bless you.
Prophesy
Come on, brother.
upon these bones.
On these
And
bones.
say unto them, O ye dry bones,
Oh, you dry bones.
Yes.
hear the word of the Lord.
Hear the word.
Yes.
Thus saith the Lord of God unto these
Oh,
bones,
hallelujah.
Behold.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank
I will cause breath to
you.
enter into you,
Yeah.
You.
Come on.
and ye shall live.
You shall live. Come on.
Thank
Huh?
you, Lord.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
How many bones has been dry here lately?
Oh,
Amen, brother.
How
Come
many's
on.
prayer life's been dry lately?
Amen. Come on.
Preach it, brother.
Come on.
And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin,
Yeah.
and put breath in you.
Breath in you.
You shall live.
You shall live.
You shall know that I am the Lord.
I am the
Yes.
You shall know that I am the Lord.
Amen.
Yes.
Come on.
Mm.
It's all right, brother.
Mhm.
It's all
Come
right.
on, brother.
So I am the Lord.
Amen.
So I prophesied
I prophesy.
as I was commanded.
Oh,
Yes.
glory,
As
hallelujah.
I was commanded.
Yes.
How many times we get commandments from God when He tells us to prophesy?
Yes.
And we quench that spirit.
Come on,
Amen. Bless you,
When He
Lord.
tells us to go to our brother in need, and we quench that spirit.
Come on, brother. Come
Oh
on.
God.
Come on, brother. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord.
Praise His holy
And
name.
as I prophesied,
Come on.
there was a noise.
The noise.
And behold, it's shaken.
Yes.
Amen.
And the bones came together,
Came together.
the
Hallelujah.
bones to his bones.
His
Now
mama.
listen to me.
Oh, glory.
When stuff's dry,
Come on.
Come
Come
on,
on.
they
brother.
ain't no telling how many, the bones have been there for years.
Come on.
Come on, brother.
Amen.
And they begin to shake.
Yes.
Come on.
Listen to this miracle. They came
Amen.
together.
Came together.
You know, when you begin to shake stuff, it goes apart.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
Especially bones. I mean, you think
Amen.
they fall off this joint,
Uh-huh.
the fingers fall off. But no, they came together.
They came
Amen.
together.
They came together.
They came together.
There's a lot of dry bones in the church.
Amen.
Yes, they are.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of life still left in
Amen.
you.
That's
No matter
right.
how hard it's been, no
Yes.
matter how many trials and tribulations,
Yeah,
how many
glory.
tests you go through,
Hallelujah.
these bones can still
Yeah,
live.
amen. Bless you,
There's
Lord.
something inside of you
Glory.
that
Hallelujah.
wants to
Yes.
explode.
Hallelujah.
It wants to
Bless you,
take
Lord.
control.
Yes, Lord. Glory. Hallelujah.
Glory.
Jesus.
We've got to get free.
Come on.
Yes, amen. That's right.
We've
Bless you,
got to
Lord.
get free from these spirits
Yes.
that's all around us.
Amen.
No
Bless
matter
you,
where we're
Lord.
at, when the Spirit of God comes upon you, if you're in the middle of the Walmart, if you're in the middle of the gas station, if it's all upon you, let Him have it. Let His will be done. Let His will be. When He comes, we come upon you. When you're in the middle of Walmart, and He tells you to lay hands upon a backslider, to lay hands upon somebody who's out in drugs. God will sow them up like that. Let me tell you tonight that I was on the stage. Before I got on the stage, we probably smoked 6 or 7 joints.
Come on,
I don't know how much Jack Daniels we drunk.
Come on.
Come on,
Lord
brother.
bless
And I
you,
know
Jesus.
I probably snorted probably about $400 worth of cocaine.
Come on.
And I was all geeked up on all kinds of stuff. But the minute he spoke to me, I was sober like that. And I know the hand of God was rising back up in me. Let me tell you, there's something in you that's tonight in this church. And you let it dry out. You need to let the flame of God get out of you. You need to let the will of God be done. I want you to consume that fire. Let it take control of your life. Don't worry what your brother says, or your mother, or your sister, or your cousin. Let me tell you, if mama don't go, ain't gonna hinder me.
That's right,
If daddy don't go, ain't gonna hinder me.
glory,
If my
hallelujah.
brother don't go, it ain't gonna hinder me.
that's it,
Because
Lord.
I'm gonna make it. Anytime he tells me to prophesy, oh Lord, let me obey your will. I don't want to be ashamed. Carry me out in the vision like Ezekiel.
Yes,
in the middle of
Lord.
Walmart and
Yes,
let me preach your gospel. There
on.
might be
Glory,
one get
hallelujah.
saved, but whoa, there might be 100 get saved.
amen.
There might be somebody that is in there.
Glory,
drugs and alcohol. God is a deliverer. He's a long-time changing God.
Amen. God, brother.
Let me tell you, Brother Hoppy, there's something in the past 4 months has been stirring my soul.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
About the lost people in this world.
Yeah, glory. Hallelujah.
Like the
Yes,
pastor
Jesus.
said a while ago, we don't have much time.
Amen.
We
That's right. Bless him,
better
Lord.
go in a full race. We
Amen.
better
Bless
go
him, Lord.
with the word
Yes, amen.
in the price to the
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord.
like Romans
Glory.
12. I'll preach the doors
Yeah,
off the
amen. Glory.
I'll preach the
Hallelujah.
doors off of it.
Yes.
Come on, brother.
There might be
Glory.
some angels come
Hallelujah.
out there in the middle of the night and carry me out.
Amen.
Peter,
Amen.
that's not over. God's still
Amen.
working.
That's right. Yes.
He's still in time.
Yeah, amen.
He's still using
Yeah,
people.
amen. Bless him, Lord. Yes, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
He's still doing
Glory.
miracles.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Jesus.
I'm not ashamed of my
Glory.
God.
Hallelujah.
I don't want him to be
Jesus.
ashamed of me. I don't want him to be ashamed of you.
Come on, brother.
Amen.
Let me tell you, we need to get on fire. We
Amen.
need to let this vision
Yes,
rise.
amen.
Valley of dry bones, wake
Yeah,
up.
amen.
Shake the dust off our feet.
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord. Yes.
Begin to go in our prayer closet.
Amen.
Take the things that's come in our
Amen. Bless him,
We
Lord.
might have moved stuff in our prayer closet. Get it out of there.
Get it out.
Yeah, amen.
What are you saying, Brother Sharp? I'm talking about the things clouding your mind.
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord.
Spirits that you bring
Yes,
into church.
Jesus.
I'm talking about the
Glory.
spirits you bring into
Hallelujah.
church.
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord. Yes.
Somebody comes in a bad mood, and you get up here and you sing or something like that. I'm not saying it happened tonight, but I've seen it happen in churches.
Amen.
It puts the whole church in a bad mood.
Amen. Bless him, Lord. Yes, amen.
Before we come in these walls, before we come in these doors,
Yeah,
before we
amen.
get home in our vehicle, we ought to
Yeah,
have a
amen.
visitation.
That's right. Bless him, Lord.
We walk by
Glory.
somebody that would see that
Hallelujah.
light in the back. They would see the glory of God.
Yeah, amen. Amen. Bless him,
Come
Lord.
on, brother.
We walk by, they need to see that
Amen.
it ain't Mike
Glory.
Sharp.
Hallelujah.
It ain't Brother Hoppy.
Amen.
But it's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, amen. Amen.
Come on, brother. Come on, that's good.
My God, if he's done like he did Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in that fiery furnace, I know he's walked with me every day. I know that he
Amen.
see Jesus Christ walking with me.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
My
Yes.
God.
Glory.
I know if he could use Smith Whittleworth and all them like he did, he could use me like that.
Amen.
When he just
Amen.
walked by, they begin to fall apart.
Yeah, amen. Bless
The
him,
conviction
Lord.
of the Holy Ghost
Yes.
is falling.
Yes.
It's not because of Smith Whittleworth. It's because of the Spirit of God
Amen. Bless
that he
him,
got
Lord.
in.
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord. Yeah, amen. Glory.
He found
Bless him,
himself.
Lord.
He
Glory.
found
Hallelujah.
himself. Found
Yeah, amen. Bless him, Lord. Glory.
The devil don't
Hallelujah.
like this. You know what? I don't care.
Amen.
The devil don't like it, and I don't care.
Yeah, amen. Glory.
Yeah, he probably said, well, what's he going to do to you next? Let me tell you something. I've got the shield of God on me.
Amen.
How hard it
Yeah,
is.
amen.
I'm not turning back.
Glory. Hallelujah.
I'm standing on that solid rock.
Amen.
He's planted my feet.
Yeah, bless him, Lord.
Oh, there's nothing can move me.
Nothing
Nothing can move me.
can move you.
I'm telling you,
Amen.
I'm talking about a hand of God.
Hand of
Yeah.
Sweep down and change a man like this,
Oh, yes.
and a man like that right there,
Yes.
he can do anything.
Amen.
He
Amen.
can do anything.
Yes, amen.
You look around in this scripture, and I begin to study it out there and read, and God began to talk to me about the prophecy and how Israel thought nothing could happen.
Amen.
No.
Amen.
But
That's
God
right.
raised up a dead army.
Yeah, amen.
Because you know what? He put the Spirit of God in them. He began to use them and put the fear of God in them. That's what God wants to do with each and every one of us.
Amen.
He don't
Bless
want
him,
us to
Lord.
sit and get all twindled up when we come in and
That's
half
right.
praising. He
Amen.
wants us to lift Him up.
Yes, amen. Come on, bless him,
There's
Lord.
so times, brother, we come in the sanctuary.
Oh, yes. Come
And
on.
we wonder, is Brother Hoppy going to preach tonight? And is this thing going to sing? You know, there's so many times we get in the form, but God's telling me here lately, lay it at the altar.
Amen.
It's not my will, but it's thy will be done. God, lay it at the altar. Oh, Lord, let your will be done in the whole church. Let whoever's going to preach be your will. He got to get himself out of the way. But Israel thought it was impossible for this to happen.
Yes.
Come on.
I guarantee you, Ezekiel thought it was impossible
Yeah.
for the things that God did when he began to shake them bones and they began to come together. My God, can you imagine dry bones standing up?
Yeah.
We're talking about a God.
Yeah.
We're talking about a God that robbed the grave. He got up on the third day. My Lord, sinners, say, God, yeah, my God lives forever. There's so many gods out here right now that people serve.
Come on.
Yes,
Come on, brother.
Come on.
Music gods,
Yes.
Come on.
money gods,
Amen.
car gods,
Amen.
boat gods. I mean, you
Yes.
just keep going on.
Come on.
They're
Come on,
dead.
brother.
Come
They're
on.
dead.
Get
My
there.
God, when I pray to Him, He answers the prayer. He don't give me everything I want because He knows what to do to me. He knows.
Come on, brother.
He knows what we need. He knows what we need. Give me my hand.
Yes, use him, Lord.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
Thank you,
He's a
Lord.
powerful God.
Faithful God.
I done lost where I was at.
Lord bless
God,
All right, brother.
use us, Lord.
Yes.
Use me, Lord.
And then when I beheld, lo, the sinews, the flesh came upon them,
Yes.
and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Come on, brother.
What happened again? He said, prophesy.
Amen.
Prophesy.
Yes.
Prophesy.
Prophesy into the wind.
Under the wind.
Prophesy,
Yes.
the Son of Man,
Son of man.
and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Come on.
He's claiming it right now.
Amen.
When you get in that midst of a trial,
Yes.
you don't think you're never going to make
Come
it.
on, brother.
Come on,
Come
brother.
up and say, devil, I say, thus saith.
Thus
saith
Saith God. Jesus said, my God, church. God's free with the Holy Ghost. He's wanting to touch somebody. He's wanting to feel somebody.
Amen.
Oh, do you feel Him, church? He's wanting to move in your life. He's wanting to move in each and every one of you. So God, the spirit of what God can do for you. He wants to open up our eyes.
Amen. Amen.
Some people in this world
Lord
now
bless you,
get
Lord.
scared when you preach to them like this. When you tell them the truth,
Come on, brother.
when you tell them how God really works. Some of them, you get up in their pulpits and you preach about this, and the members come to them and say, well, that was back in the Old Testament.
Come on, brother.
I don't see that now. They need to open up their eyes. They need to open up their eyes. God didn't put, it wasn't man, but God didn't put Trump in as a president as he is right now because of things that's happening. There's some things. We've got freedom right now. We've got freedom right now.
Come on,
But let me tell you, woe and behold. Woe and behold, the time is short. You already begin to look around and see how you already get to look around and see how the Democrats are working against the Christians. They don't like it because we come in their houses. They don't like it because we pray to God. They don't set them on fire. They don't like it because we got a God that can change their lives. caught up in their riches.
Amen.
They're caught up in wanting to control men.
Power. Amen.
Wanting to control human life.
Amen.
Amen.
Only one can do that is Jesus Christ.
Amen. That's
The
right.
only one can do that is Jesus Christ.
Amen.
You know, they might take
Amen.
my life, but they can't take my soul.
Amen.
They
That's
can't
right.
take my soul.
Yeah. Amen.
They
Bless
might
you,
take
Lord.
me for preaching the gospel. They can't take my soul.
Amen. That's right.
My God is so powerful, believe this or not, He can take the bullets and make them disappear.
Amen. That's right. Amen. Yes. Amen.
My God can be a shield about
Yeah.
you.
Amen. Bless you,
He can be a
Lord.
wall about you.
Yes. Amen. Bless
Nothing
you,
can
Lord.
touch you.
Amen. That's right.
Come on, brother.
But why do
Amen.
we go through these things? And why are you talking about you had to do this and went through it? Let me tell you, there's testing time.
Amen.
There's testing time.
Yes,
Let me
there
tell
is.
you, this last time I went through all I went through. And I was moving some cars around there on my son's car lot, and I began to feel the Spirit of God fall in that vehicle.
Come on.
I began to pull it up there close to the house there, and I sat there, and the presence of God was so strong in her. I just sat there, Brother Hoppy, and I let Him hover in that car and began to crush me and mow him.
Come on.
And He
Lord
spoke
bless
these
you,
words.
Jesus.
Thank you, Lord.
Come on.
Thank
Lord
you.
This
bless
test
you,
is
Lord.
over, Mike.
Come on.
And He crushed me.
Come
Come
on,
on.
brother.
He said, this test is over.
Over.
Come on.
Amen.
Thank you.
And I began to say, God, I thank you.
Thank you.
God, I thank you.
I thank you for so many tests that I went through. But God, most of all, I thank you because this last test has been so strong.
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
It's so hard.
Lord bless you, Lord.
Tested me.
Yes. Amen. Bless you, Jesus.
And what else He said?
Lord bless you, Lord.
Faithful servant.
Faithful servant.
You didn't turn your back on me.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
You didn't turn your back on me.
Lord, amen.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Come on.
Bless him, Jesus.
There's so many times
Come on,
Come
brother.
on,
I
brother.
talked to
Come
my
on.
wife about that bothered me.
Come on.
About people won't let me come and preach in their church.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
It's because they know what I stand for.
Amen.
And when I get in there, I preach in some Church of God's, and there's this one brother let me used to take care of his church when he's gone because he know God used me. He know that God would not let me do anything wrong in his church and
Come on,
confuse the
brother.
people.
Come on, brother.
Come on.
Bless him, Jesus.
Let me tell you, the enemy does not want a man of God to be
Amen.
used.
Amen. That's
The
right.
enemy does
Amen.
not want a woman of God to be used.
Amen.
The
That's
enemy
right.
does
Bless
not
you,
want a
Lord.
child of God to be used.
Amen. That's right. Bless you, Lord.
He
Amen.
knows how powerful even this little child right here could be with the
Amen.
Word of God.
Amen.
speaking through it.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes,
Sometimes
you
I wonder what they see God gives them that they see.
Come
Uh-huh.
on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Amen.
It's powerful, church.
Amen.
You know, I don't want to hurt a little baby.
Come
Come on.
God favored them.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes, he does.
He loved the kids.
Yes, he
He
does.
Amen.
still does. He loves us. We're His children.
Yeah.
Amen.
But He don't like the things that we're doing in this
Amen.
world.
That's right.
He
Bless you,
don't like
Lord.
the entertainment that's taking
Come
over
on,
the
brother.
church.
Amen. Bless
He
you,
don't
Lord.
like the spirits that's pulling us away from our prayer.
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
Come on, brother.
Come on.
Amen. Bless him, Jesus.
Thank
But
you.
back
Lord.
home, we're having more prayer in our church than we've ever had.
Come on.
Come on, brother.
Come on,
It's
brother.
needful, Brother Hopkins.
Amen.
We have Tuesday night prayer. Then we have Wednesday service. Sometimes we don't even have service. It breaks out in prayer.
Amen.
All right, brother. Good.
We
Amen.
have, instead of having our service like we used to have on Saturday morning, it's prayer service.
Prayer.
Come on, brother.
You know what we're praying for? We're praying for our country.
Amen.
We're praying for our president. We're praying for our neighborhood.
Amen.
We're praying for the backsliders. The
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
We're praying for our families.
Yeah. Amen.
Let me tell you what we begin to see to happen in this prayer.
Come on.
There's this brother that moved up here from Florida. I've known him for years. He used to go to Haiti with us a lot. And we was over there one time, and Brother Hampton always told me, he said, y'all brothers, do not get caught up in them drums you hear in the background over there. Voodoo is so strong. Let me tell you, church.
Come on.
It don't start only there at the Voodoo Temple. It starts in the Catholic churches over there because the Catholic priests are the
Yeah.
voodoo
Amen.
it starts there and it goes into the streets and they go around and get loud and they do human sacrifices and different stuff I won't go into because children are here. But let me tell you,
Come on.
It got in his mind.
Uh-huh.
And he come back and he got out of church for a season, and God began to convict his heart, and others talking to him. But he's on fire for God now and everything.
Oh.
He lives here in Cleveland, there where I live, and God's using him and his family. But his brother,
Come on.
we begin to put him on the prayer list. We begin to pray for Charles.
Uh-huh.
We begin to pray for his other brothers.
Come on, brother.
It's been about a month ago. Charles come back to God.
Amen.
His
Amen.
other brother come back to God.
Amen.
We're working on one more.
Yeah,
We're not pushing God down.
amen.
We're praying for him. We say, hey, we miss you. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
That's what we
That's
say.
it.
Amen.
We don't push nothing down their throat.
No.
Amen.
We've got to show them the love of God.
Amen.
You know, I've seen so many Pentecostal and holiness men of God really get strong and harsh on people, and it pushes them
Amen.
away.
That's right.
But all it needs is the truth.
Amen.
You know what that is? That's the love of God.
Amen.
They need the love of God.
Amen.
They need that vision that God showed Ezekiel about Israel. That they can come alive again.
Amen.
That they can overcome their enemies.
Lord bless him, Jesus. Bless him.
We can overcome our enemies.
Amen. Bless him,
We can
Lord.
overcome it.
Amen.
Amen. Bless him, Lord.
As he began to work on that family, I seen other families
Come on.
Come on, brother.
coming back to God.
Amen.
You know, God said he's married to the backslider.
Amen. That's right. Amen.
I was a backslider at one time, and I'm not proud of it.
Come on.
But I
Bless
thank
him,
God
Lord.
he was married to me.
Amen.
Oh, I thank
Yeah,
God he was married
amen.
to me.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
Thank you, Lord.
Bless him, Jesus.
You know, it's time that we stand.
Amen. Yes, it is.
As they stood there as an army,
Army.
this church needs to stand up all across this country.
Amen.
Come
Let me
on,
rephrase
brother.
that. The Christians, the true Christians,
Yeah.
need to stand up all across this country
Amen.
and begin to take back the
Amen.
things that the government and the devil
Come
stole
on.
from us.
Amen. Bless you,
There's
Lord.
so many rights for our religion.
Amen.
But I don't see it change, but we can still stand. We
Amen.
can still stand for the
Amen.
truth.
That's right.
Come on,
Amen.
brother.
And I'm like Brother Hoppy, I don't agree with the things that they're doing, letting the homosexuals and stuff in. And believe me, I'll leave.
Come on.
If I go to church, I'll leave, but I'll pray.
Yeah, I'll pray.
Because I know it's not right for them
Come on.
to ordain them.
No.
Amen. That's right.
That's
My God, look what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Amen. That's right. Amen.
Huh? And we think, well, how bad was Sodom and Gomorrah?
Bad.
Look at our world now.
Yes,
Amen.
Said it'd be changed.
Look at our churches now.
Yeah.
Amen.
Come on. That's right.
Where did truth go, Brother Hoppy?
Come on,
Amen.
brother.
Where did holiness go?
Amen.
Where did holiness go?
Come on.
Yeah.
Amen. Bless
Bless
you,
him.
Lord.
Come on.
My God, you begin to look in the churches now.
Glory,
You
hallelujah.
have to close your eyes to go in the sanctuary and
Amen.
stand up and preach.
Amen. Bless you,
Like Brother Richard Hall did one time in the
Lord
tent
bless
meeting,
you,
it's
Jesus.
kind of funny,
Bless
but
him,
it's the
Jesus.
truth. And he said, "Or there a butcher in the house?" And there were 3 women sitting on the front of the pew, and their dresses was all up here like that. And he said, "I need somebody to come up here and dress these heifers." Let me tell you, when a man of God gets up and begins to preach stuff like that, the enemy throws stuff like
Amen.
that.
That's right.
Come on.
He tries to attack
Amen.
not only men's eyes, but women's.
Yes,
Amen.
Young men, young women,
Amen.
even children. He tries to attack them with
Amen.
these games they got out here.
Amen.
Pulls at their brains.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
There's so much deceitfulness in these fighting games.
Yes, they
That's
are.
right.
Not only them, there's other games that really blow your mind. That there's things hidden in them.
Come on.
Yes, they
Amen.
are.
That's right.
Yes,
I
they
learned a
are.
long time ago after I got through playing rock and roll music, when you could take an album and play it backwards and it'd say, "Kill your mama,
Yeah.
smoke more pot."
Come on.
It's real. The
Amen.
people that made that album
Yeah.
worship the devil,
Yeah.
and they began to get in there and have seances and stuff like that was brought through that
Come
on the
on.
back of that album because it was Satanism.
Come
Yes,
on.
Amen.
it is. True.
I'm not trying to
That's
scare you tonight, but it's the truth.
Yes,
Amen.
it
Yes,
is.
it
But you
is.
begin to see even in these cartoons,
Come on.
Amen.
you have to watch it.
Yes, you
There's
do.
stuff hidden in them.
Yes, they are.
Amen.
A lot of them. Even the little Lion King, there's stuff hidden in them.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
You watch toward the end of the movie when the smoke comes up,
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
it says something about sex.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
the devil is
Devil.
out there.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is.
These people in Hollywood is not helping none of it at all.
No,
No,
they're not.
no, they're not.
Nope.
They don't like the church.
No, they don't.
don't.
You know why? You know who they're controlling Hollywood most of the time?
Come on.
They're controlling the Democrats.
Amen.
Yes, they are.
They
Amen.
want what they want.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
If you'll
Amen.
look and see and search things, you'll see that Hollywood and mafia is the biggest thing in financial things.
Amen.
And you'll
Amen.
see Brother Hawkins is talking about
Come on.
when you get in these the Lions Club, you get in the Elks Club,
Uh-huh.
and then you get in, what was that one you said? The Masons.
Yeah.
You know, Bush was claiming, he was a good Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what the highest thing to get in Mason is? To drink blood and you sleep in a casket.
Yeah.
That's an initiation.
Yeah.
Study it out. It blows
Yes,
my
it is.
mind. I didn't think nothing about it, and I began to think about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Lord dealt with me. There's a lot of things if you don't study into,
Yeah.
you'll
And
find
they
about,
will.
listen to this, Walmart.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know what Walmart is?
Come on,
It's
brother.
part of our government.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
You know what
Yes, it is.
they are tied to? Homeland Security.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Amen.
Really read and study it out. There's a lot of stuff that's been hid.
Amen.
We're in the end time church.
Yes, we
Amen.
are.
Yes, we are.
What are we doing? Where's our vision at?
Yeah.
Amen.
What are we focused
Come
on?
on, brother.
Amen. Bless you,
Oh, but
Lord.
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
But the Bible says there's present time.
Preston.
Amen.
It's time for us to press.
Amen.
It's time for us to press.
Amen.
It's time for us to pray.
Come
It's
on.
time for us to read.
Come
It's
on.
time for
Amen.
us to get in between the
Yeah.
porches
Amen.
of the
That's
altar.
right.
It's
Bless
time for us to lay
you, Lord.
between
Yeah.
the porches of
Amen.
the altar.
Bless you, Lord.
Oh, God, help us to
Yeah.
lay
Amen.
between the porches of our altar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Glory.
Lord, help us to
Hallelujah.
have holiness in our
Yes.
lives.
Hallelujah.
Help us, Lord, to be the peculiar
Lord.
people again.
Oh, hallelujah.
Bless
you, Lord.
And so many times we stand out like a sore thumb. But you know what? I think it's beautiful in God's eyes.
Amen.
It's beautiful in my eye.
Amen.
When I see a woman come down with that long hair and the long dress, it's beautiful.
Amen.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful because
Amen.
you know. If you watch their spirit, you know what they are.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But it's kind of funny. You look around and you see some, they got that spirit of long hair and long dress, and you watch their spirit.
Yep.
Come on.
Watch their spirit.
Amen. That's right.
I seen one today. The back of her looked holy. She turned around. She had streaks of purple in her hair.
Come on. Come on, brother.
I thought when I seen her, I thought it was a holy woman until she turned around.
Amen.
Come on, brother.
Bless him, Jesus.
Where's the truth gone?
Yeah,
Where's
come
the
on, brother.
standard gone?
Come on,
Amen.
brother.
That's
My
right.
Lord, can these bones live again?
Yes.
Amen.
Can
Amen.
these bones
Yes,
live
they can.
again?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen. Yes, they can.
There's life in these bones.
Yes.
There's still more life in these
Yes.
bones.
Amen.
There's still more life.
Yes.
No matter how your family.
Come on.
There might be many lost. There might be many thinking you're not going to come in.
Uh-huh.
But you keep pressing, Brother Tracy.
Amen.
You keep pulling. Get in here and pray.
Amen.
Reach out in these prayer services. Get in here and pray.
Amen.
Listen to every man of God that comes in here and preaches the truth.
Amen.
They'll come in.
Come on.
Yes.
They'll come in. You know why? Because these bones still have life.
Yes.
These bones
Amen.
still have.
Yes.
We need to begin to shake ourselves.
Yeah,
Like that
amen.
valley of dry bones.
Amen. Yes, we do.
Well, how you do that, Brother Mike? Come in here and pray.
Amen.
Come in here and lift up the word of God.
Amen.
Lift your voices. Make a joyful noise.
Yeah.
Sing it to it.
Yes.
Come in and say,
Oh, Jesus.
Nope.
he's going to hear it.
Come on.
He's going to hear it. My God wants the world to know
Amen.
that He's
Amen.
still King of Kings.
Amen.
He's still Lord of Lords.
Yeah.
Amen.
He's still on the throne.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Yes, he is. Praise
Amen.
the
Yes,
And he
you
said
do.
unto me, Son
Yeah.
of man,
Yeah.
these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Whole house of Israel.
Behold,
Behold,
they say,
they
our
say,
bones are dry,
our bones
Yeah.
are dry.
and our hope is lost.
Come on.
We are part
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
off
Uh,
for other parts.
yep.
Come on.
How many feels like your life's been cut off from
Lord Jesus.
different things in church?
Come
Ah,
on.
Amen.
Well, they won't use me.
Lord,
Come on.
come to us.
Let me tell you sometimes why they won't use you.
Yeah.
It's because the man of God has got a discerning spirit.
Amen.
And he knows who has the key to this service.
Yeah.
Amen.
Because God's been talking to him.
Come on.
Amen.
Let me tell you, don't let that bother you. I've let it bother me.
Yes.
I've let it bother me. You know what? You can ask my wife. I used to be backwards. I used to sit in the corner, quiet, didn't want to talk, didn't want to get up in front of nobody because I'd get all tongue-tied.
Come
I
on.
was backwards.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on,
I
brother.
started playing the guitar in church. I wanted to hide behind everything. I didn't want anybody to see me.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
Come on.
Brother Hampton came down. He's like, no, you got to get there and see you. He said, look up at the people.
Come on, brother.
Come on.
You know what? The glory of God's got to shine out of you.
Ah,
When you're down like it's right here and wandering, you know, that's darkness.
Come on.
Amen.
yeah.
That's darkness. You know,
Thank you.
God's light overcomes.
Yes.
It
Amen.
overcomes that darkness.
Amen. Yes.
But when he began to talk to Israel, and they said, man, this is impossible. This is impossible.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
It seems impossible
God, ain't nothing possible.
Come on.
in the eyes of Israel.
Thank you, Lord.
They couldn't understand.
Come
Mm-hmm.
on.
Amen.
Thank
But
you,
through
Lord.
all this, God spoke to me, Brother Hoppy. He
Yeah.
said, there's life in his bones.
Yes,
Yes.
life belongs.
Not only that, there's a resurrection.
Come
Amen.
on.
There's a restoring
Amen.
that's going to happen.
Oh, yes,
He
sir.
told me, he said, there's a restoring that's going to start happening in
Yes,
this
he are.
church.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
He spoke to me today and he
Thank
said,
you, Jesus.
you tell him there's a restoring going to start in this church.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
There's
Thank
bones that going to come alive. There's people's spirits that's been fighting going to be taken away.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord.
Going to be taken away, brother.
Come on,
Come
brother.
on,
You see, there's
Amen.
peoples that spoke hard words,
Come on.
Come on.
that's spoken against this church.
Come
Yeah.
on.
God's going to crush it.
Yes, he is.
And he's going to bring tear to their eyes.
Come on,
He's
brother.
going to restore their lives.
Come
Uh-huh.
on.
He's going to restore it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, Lord,
Thank you, Jesus.
thank you, Lord Jesus.
Bless him, Lord.
I'm going to tell you, church, there's still life in your bones.
Yes, they are.
Amen.
Don't give up.
Don't give
When you
up.
think there ain't many people coming, hey, look in here tonight. There's a good crowd.
Amen.
You know, he said in the word where there's 2 or 3 gathered, he said, I'm in the midst. I'm in the midst. My God, when I was a kid, I preached I preached to anything that would listen when I was a child.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, thank you.
Come on, brother.
I'll never forget, I was 7-year-old and we was in Cherokee, North Carolina. I'll never forget this day.
Jesus.
I didn't know God was going to use me like he uses me. I climbed up on this car and I began to preach. I began to tell the Indians about them smoking and stuff like that would kill them and it wouldn't make it back into God. And I turned around and I barely remembered it because I was that young, that the whole bank was full of people and Indians.
Amen, Jesus.
Right downtown, Cherokee, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Boy, I'd like to do it again.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank
Would
you,
I get
Lord.
put in jail? Probably.
Yep.
Would some of them like it? Probably.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, it'd be worth it for the one.
It'll be
Amen.
Out of all of them,
Amen.
turn it over to God.
Amen.
Turn it over to God. But God said there's a promise for this church.
Thank you,
Yes,
Lord.
it is.
There's a restoring for this church.
Yeah.
There's a rebuilding for this church.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's not impossible, church.
Thank you.
No,